AI and decision making, not exactly uh, the sexiest topic, right?
Right.
But honestly, this deep dive, it's going to blow your mind. We're talking how AI is like reshaping how we think. And get this, we've got some seriously cool insights from Data Labs.
Yeah, they're the real deal, like the forefront of AI solutions.
They are.
It was wild, right? The amount of data we're dealing with these days. Our poor human brains.
Yeah.
They weren't meant to handle this. So AI steps in, not to like replace us, but to be this awesome partner in making smarter choices. Oh, and if you want even more, there's this AI coach by Anil Nathu. They've got like articles, podcasts, the whole thing, really diving deep.
So, okay, let's break it down. AI decision making. What's that even mean? Are we talking robots making all our choices?
Nah, not quite.
Okay.
See this in Data Labs article. It nails it. AI decision making. It's using AI to crunch all that data and give us insights to make better choices. Like, imagine a superpowered research assistant working behind the scenes, helping you make those decisions.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So not replacing us, but more like enhancing our judgment with AI's power. Makes sense. But how's this actually work in like real life? How much AI are we talking?
Well, they break it down into 3 levels.
3 levels.
Yeah. Assisted intelligence, augmented intelligence, and then automated intelligence.
Wow. Okay, let's go one by one. So assisted intelligence, what's that all about?
It's AI taking care of the boring stuff, the repetitive tasks, leaving us humans free for the big picture thinking. Like, picture a personal assistant, prepping your materials, your schedule, even fetching your coffee.
Okay, so assisted intelligence is like a super efficient assistant doing the grunt work. Sounds kind of nice, actually. But what about when you need more than an assistant? You need a real partner in deciding stuff.
That's where augmented intelligence comes in. This is like a true team effort. Humans and AI working together. The AI learns from us, and we use its insights. Imagine a doctor, right, trying to diagnose something really complicated. Augmented intelligence could be analyzing, the patient's history, test results, all the latest research, suggesting possibilities, treatments, so the doctor can focus on the patient and make the best call for their care.
Wow, that's a great example. Really shows how AI can be like a game changer in tough situations. So we've got the assistant, the collaborator. What about automated intelligence? Is that AI taking over completely?
Yeah, exactly. It's AI making decisions solo. When speed and consistency are like super important, like think high frequency trading.
Right.
Decisions in milliseconds.
Wow.
Humans just can't keep up.
It's crazy that algorithms are like moving millions of dollars in the blink of an eye. So, okay, 3 levels. But how do we know when to even use AI?
That's the key, right?
Yeah.
In Data Labs, they give us this framework. Basically, 2 things matter: time and complexity. So how fast does the decision need to happen? And how complicated is the situation? Like, simple, fast decision, AI can handle it. A proven expense report, done. But for the complex stuff, AI's role is different.
So it handles the easy stuff and helps us navigate the complex stuff.
Gotcha. But what about when the stakes are high? Like, a wrong decision could be a disaster. Can we really trust AI to make the right call then?
That's where it gets really interesting, and that's what we'll unpack in the next part of this deep dive. Oh, but before we move on, for anyone who's like hooked on AI, you've got to check out AI Coach by Anil Nathu.
Yeah, they're great.
Seriously, articles, podcasts, a goldmine of info. Okay, now back to your question about those high-stakes decisions. It's all about understanding like what AI is good at and what it's not so good at. AI. Amazing at crunching huge amounts of data. It can see patterns we miss, make predictions, like a super sleuth,
Yeah, like a detective on steroids.
Exactly. So it's a huge help with complex info. But what about when you need that gut feeling?
Yeah, that intuition.
Right? Can AI really do that? That's the thing. Even with all the advancements, AI still struggles with intuition, creativity, ethics. Humans still win there.
Yeah.
Think about a judge deciding a case.
Okay, yeah. AI could analyze precedents, evidence, the whole shebang. But that final call, guilty or not, what's the right sentence? That needs human judgment, empathy, understanding the bigger picture.
Right. So it's not replacing judges, but giving them tools to make better decisions. But let's go back to those high-stakes scenarios. Can we really trust AI to get it right when the consequences are huge?
Trust, that's the biggie. Researchers are working on it big time. One thing is transparency, like knowing how AI gets to its decision.
Oh, interesting.
Especially when the stakes are high. You got to be able to trace its reasoning, see if there's bias, errors,
Transparency and explainability, right. It's not enough to just blindly trust the output.
Exactly. We got to understand the process. But hey, let's switch gears a bit. Real world impact. We've touched on some examples, but where's AI really shaking things up?
So many places. But what about marketing? That seems like a perfect fit with all the data and personalization.
Oh, absolutely. Marketing's a prime example. AI's personalizing messages, targeting customers, optimizing campaigns, stuff we couldn't even dream of a few years ago.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed those personalized ads. Kind of creepy, but gotta admit, they know me pretty well. How does that even work?
Think about it. AI marketing platforms, they analyze tons of data, browsing history, purchases, social media, even your location. It builds this crazy detailed profile, then bam, tailored messages offers just for you.
Like a personal shopper, but digital.
Exactly. It's like those Netflix recommendations, but times 1,000. But yeah, privacy and data security, those are big questions.
They are. Are there like protections for our data in
Right.
these AI systems?
Definitely. Any good platform has serious security. They got to comply with all the privacy laws, too. And honestly, we got to be smart, too, about what we share online, choosing companies we trust.
Right, right. Easy to forget about that with all the convenience.
Yeah.
So AI in marketing, that's a big one. What about customer service? All those chatbots popping up everywhere. How's that changing things?
Chatbots, man, they're revolutionizing customer service. Instant support, 24/7. They handle the basic stuff so humans can focus on the trickier issues.
Makes sense.
FAQs, product info, orders, even troubleshooting. And they're getting better all the time. Natural language processing, it's getting so good, it's hard to tell if it's a bot or a person sometimes.
I know. Some of them are so smooth. But what about when the bot just can't handle it? Is there always a way to get to a human?
Oh, yeah, for sure. A good system will have a way to hand you off to a human seamlessly, so you always get the help you need. And the bots, they take care of all that basic stuff, freeing up humans for the really complex, nuanced stuff, where you need that human touch.
So AI is changing things, but not replacing humans entirely. It's finding that balance. It's wild how it's all evolving. Speaking of which, we got to give a shout out to AI Coach by Anil Nathu. For anyone who's like fascinated by all this, they're the go-to source.
Couldn't agree more. Articles, podcasts, you name it, they break it all down.
Yeah, super helpful. So we've covered a lot of ground. AI decision-making, how it's playing out in marketing, customer service. But there's a whole other side to this, right? The ethics,
Oh, yeah, that's a big word.
the potential problems.
Mhm.
And we'll dive into all that in the next part of our deep dive. Okay, so we've talked marketing, customer service, but AI is popping up everywhere. What about finance? Seems like a perfect match for AI, all that number crunching.
Oh, totally. Finance is all about data, patterns, quick decisions, AI's playground. In Data Labs talks about how it's used for like catching fraud, figuring out loan risks, even making those super fast investment calls.
Wow, algorithms calling the shots in finance. But that makes me think, what if the AI messes up? Or someone, like, hacks it?
That's the worry, right? That's why you need those strong safety nets, risk management, regulations, all that. These systems, they ought to be tested, monitored, make sure they're playing by the rules. And don't forget, humans are still the ones building these things.
Right, so human error, bias, that can
Yeah.
still creep in.
Exactly. It's not just the tech, it's the people behind it. We got to be careful, approach AI and finance responsibly. But let's switch gears. Healthcare. AI is making some serious waves there, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's crazy. Analyzing images to catch diseases early, personalizing treatments, even developing new drugs. The potential is huge, like actually saving lives.
I read about AI diagnosing skin cancer just as good as a dermatologist. Mind-blowing. But healthcare, it's so human, right?
Yeah.
Can AI really replace that empathy, that connection?
That's the thing. It's unlikely AI will ever fully replace doctors and nurses. AI is great for the data stuff, but that human touch, that's irreplaceable. The best case scenario is AI and humans working side by side.
Like a true partnership.
Yeah, AI handling the data, humans focusing on the patient. That's a future I can get behind. But with all these possibilities, we got to think about the downsides too, right?
Absolutely. AI is powerful, and power can be misused.
For sure. We got to talk ethics, make sure these systems are built and used responsibly, fairly.
Back to transparency, accountability, making sure AI serves everyone, not just a select few. And speaking of ethics, anyone wanting to dive deeper, AI Coach by Anil Nathu has some great stuff on that.
Couldn't agree more. They really unpack the complex stuff,
Yeah.
ethics, bias, responsible development.
Yeah, super valuable resource. So we've covered a lot, huh? AI decision-making, the basics, how it's shaking up different industries, the good, the bad, the ethical stuff. AI is a game changer, no doubt about it.
It really is. And the future. Who knows? Exciting, maybe a little scary, but definitely full of potential. It's on us to have these conversations, ask the tough questions, and steer AI in the right direction.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, folks, that's a wrap for this deep dive. Hope you found it insightful, maybe even a little mind-bending. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those AI conversations going.